The investigation in section 8.1 has two parts. The first part has to do with rectangles. On a sheet of graph paper, draw 3 rectangles of various sizes. For each one, measure the base, measure the height, and count the number of squares on the inside, which is the area. There's one rectangle here as an example, so if I was using this rectangle, I would draw it out, and then I would figure out what's the base. In this case, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units long. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units long. And then I'm going to count up every single square on the inside of the rectangle because that's going to be the area. Once I get it counted, and I'm not going to count it all here, but once I get it counted, I'm going to write down my number that I got for the area, and then I'm going to label it units squared because area is always expressed in square units. You're going to do that same process for 3 different rectangles. And once you have them all done, try to complete the rectangle conjecture on your green sheet. Pause the video and figure out or draw your 3 rectangles and restart the video when you're ready to continue. The second part of this investigation has to do with parallelograms. In the corner of your graph paper, cut out a parallelogram. As long as you make sure that the base on the top and the opposite side are the same length on the graph paper, it will be a parallelogram. Parallelograms do have opposite sides that are congruent. And in that parallelogram, you're going to cut it out, so we'll need scissors for that. And you're going to label the top side B, the left and right sides S, and a height H, exactly like it looks in this picture. Then you're going to cut the parallelogram along the height so that you get 2 different pieces. One of them is a triangle and the other is a trapezoid. Rearrange those pieces into a new shape that we already know how to find the area of. That'll help us figure out what the area of the parallelogram is. Take a moment, pause the video, and try to do that, and then we'll compare answers. What you were supposed to do, so you had this triangle that you cut out separate from the trapezoid, and if you take that triangle and just slide it over here, the new shape that you'll have will be a rectangle, and we already know how to find the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is base times height, so the area of this parallelogram is also base times height. Even though it looks a little bit different, the triangle that's extra over here perfectly fills in this spot. So you can fill in the parallelogram area conjecture. The area of a parallelogram is given by the formula base times height.